everybody, welcome back to another figure review. Today we are doing the Marvel Select Red Hulk. I picked up this figure from my local comic book shop. This figure is massive. Right here we have the Marvel Legends Hydra Stomper, and they're about the same height. Different bodies, but height-wise they're about the same. And then I have a Marvel Select that I got years ago. I don't really buy Marvel Select because I'll go into that. But as you can see here, compare it up next to Red Hulk. No, height difference is still very different. But if we go over to a Marvel Legends figure, yeah, no, Deadpool's already towering over Matt Murdock here, and this Red Hulk just definitely is. Um, we can't even get Matt's full torso here in frame. Um, yeah, no, I bought this figure because of his size. I wanted something for my Marvel Legend photos that would look just so intimidating, and that's Red Hulk right here. So I'm gonna move these guys out the way. And yeah, like I said, about the same height as the Hydra Stomper. I don't know the exact height here, but I I'd have to probably say around like what 9-10 inches. We're gonna rate him today on our 5 points. They'll be on the screen right here. And yeah, so let's start with the first one. Accessories. Um Unfortunately, he doesn't come with many. When he comes out of the box, oh, this looks so orange right now. The lighting. Trust me, it's red. Uh, but when it comes to accessories, he comes with both of his fist hands, and then he comes with these open grab hands. So not a lot of accessories, not a lot of much to talk about. Wish they would have maybe thrown in another head, or Marvel Select is kind of McFarlane like, where they have more statue like features. And yeah, usually they throw in a set piece. This came with Deadpool. It's a nice little set piece. It has these little pegs for the feet, little bullet shells, very nicely detailed, very nicely painted. And you didn't get anything like that, which I thought was a little strange. But maybe because of his size, they felt like you're getting the most for your buck. But yes, not a lot of accessories. But if we get into looks here, no, all right. Despite these minor little, you know, paint splotches, there's some on the back here that are more visible. There's a little black, you know. He has these little paint splotches, but when you're taking pictures of him with other characters, you're not gonna notice that. This figure's looks are phenomenal. This head sculpt is insane. My brother compared it to Attack on Titan. He said it reminds him of one of the Titans, and I couldn't agree more. This figure's head sculpt is very nice, very menacing, very intimidating. The hair is very nice. The eyes, I love the yellow eyes. Yeah, it just looks great. So this figure looks amazing. No complaints there, especially with such a simple figure. They somehow still knocked it out of the park with all the veins and the nails, and you have the torn clothing here. Just the veins pop on everything. Yeah, no, just a good looking figure. And then we get to our next point, articulation. If we look back again at this Deadpool, there's no ab crunch. There's no swivel really. Arms can only come back up to like here. No double elbows. Knees are double, but they're a bit loose. And there's a inchier, but it doesn't do much for posability. So when I bought this figure, I was like, wow, I do not want any more Marvel Select. Um, but I will admit, on this Red Hulk, they do have some nicer features here. Again, there's no double here, but just moves a lot more. Do like this right here, helps get a little bit more range. There is a swivel on the biceps here. This right here made me think it was gonna have a lot more ab crunch than it does. But we put them on the side here. This is the most you're gonna get out of ab crunch. That's it. That's it. You're not gonna get any more than that. Which is a little disappointing because why include this tire thing here? I mean, I guess it's a swivel, but yeah, that it does good. You can swivel about 90 degrees each way. Oh, actually, do a full 360. So, there you go. But yeah, just not a whole lot of articulation here. Although I do want to highlight that the knees here are double. And the ankles here swivel. So that makes for some really nice poses. This swivel here was a shock to me, and it works out really good. So, like I said, Diamond Select kind of suffers from that McFarlane statue-like features, and because of that, the articulation is a little inhibited. But compared to some of their other stuff, it's not bad. It's relatively good. So the price for this guy here, ordered at my local comic shop, he was about $32. Now, do I think that's worth it? Yes. The presence that he holds, just standing right here in our little set, is huge. And just his massive size, and this is a very dense figure. If you chuck this at someone, they're not getting back up. They're goners. Um, but yeah, just the absolute size and presence that he holds compared to other figures like Matt Murdock here is just amazing. I think this is well worth the price. Despite my minor gripes, the only thing I would kind of really have to say doesn't make it worth is the pegs. So if we look here, these joint just slip right out. The little hands don't really fit well in there, and it kind of makes it hard to pose. Like just they come right out. Um, I brought him into work today, and it was snowing, so I had to take off his hands and put him in something else, so that I was too afraid of them falling in the snow. They pop off fairly easy. I find it more on this hand than the other, and or more on this arm than the other, but it's with these fist hands that give the biggest problems. The grabby hands are okay-ish, but they still suffer from the same thing. As you can see, this one's a bit more resistant to these side-by-side movements and the little tugs I'm giving it. But if you look right here, gone. Fell right out. So yeah, it's worth the price, but just want to let you know if you are thinking about buying this immensely large figure, these are its weakest points right here. Um, like despite all the articulation, it's just when I'm posing it, the last thing I have to do is add the hands because of just how much they fall off. It gets really annoying. It's really tedious, but I think it's worth the price. And now for our final point, fun. Do I think this figure is fun? Um, eh. It just depends what you're kind of using it with. Um, by himself, he can do a couple poses. Um, the fun's not through the roof with this guy. He's not bending everywhere and doing ninja kicks here. I'd say Matt Murdock is a much more fun figure because he has a lot more that could be done here. You know, I'm not seeing any of that with this guy. Now, maybe I just haven't found his full potential yet. Um, I have taken some photos with him already, but if we just put a quick little pose here. Yeah, I wouldn't give this figure to a small child, you know, like for like a birthday or something like that. I would say this is more for an older collector. Yeah, like we can hit a nice little pose here. Move the camera out. But, there's not a lot outside of that. And I think it's kind of who you put around him that makes him fun. I was messing around with him with some Batman, with some Spider Man, and him just kind of pinning them and like squishing them was really fun to me. But besides that, there's not a lot. I got him more for his presence that he has here, and that's where he shines. So, to end the video with a point 0.5 in accessories, a 1 in looks, 0.6 in articulation, a 1 in price, and a 0.5 in fun, this figure is looking at a solid 3.6. Now, if you've been thinking about adding it to your collection and you're thinking, oh, is this a must grab? I'd say hold off. That's what I did for years. And when I was like, what? I finally want to bite the bullet, go get him. Yeah, he was worth what I paid. But he's nothing too remarkable. Like I said, he's more of a McFarlane type figure, like the DC line, where not a lot of posability, not a lot of movability, but they look really nice in your collection. Um, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'm gonna have some photos at the end here of Red Hulk, and also gonna have 2 reviews coming up soon on the Reverse Flash from Amazing Yamaguchi and the Doc Ock from Marvel Legends. So stay tuned for those. Again, thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good day.